All right, we're gonna have some fun today. What is that? That is a sine wave, okay? So everybody knows what a sine wave is, all right? So what if we took a sine wave and we took another sine wave and we smashed them together, okay? What does that look like? What does it mean by smash them together? Okay, so don't say, oh no, math, I hate math. So if you remember back in high school, you took trigonometry, right? And maybe you did. You learned a bunch of formulas. They give them to you and you never remembered them and you got a bad grade on the test, and they were the sine of 2 times the angle and the cosine of this and that, right? And one of them was the sine of one angle times the sine of another angle. And what was that, okay? So it is this, all right? It's 1/2 cosine of the first angle minus the second angle minus the cosine of the first angle plus the second angle. And you're saying, oh my God, IMSAI guy, why are you doing math? I hate math. And you don't need to understand this insofar as just get the concept, okay? We have a sine, which is just a wiggly on the screen, right? So that's a wiggly of one frequency. A is one frequency. And then B is a wiggly of another frequency. I'm going to go in my setup here, okay? And this wiggly is 200 megahertz, all right? And then over here, my local oscillator is about 50 megahertz, but it's triggering on the other one, so I'll just take a snapshot. So there's my, there's my 50 megahertz, and here's my 200 megahertz, okay? All right, so we're gonna call this one A, and we're gonna call the other one B, right? So carrier, this is my carrier, and this is my local oscillator, okay? So we're gonna have these 2 sine waves. Okay, now I'm gonna take my sine wave, my carrier, okay? So let's say this is my carrier, and this is my LO, okay? And so I've got this sine wave, 200 megahertz, 200, and this one is 50, all right? There we go. All right, so what are you gonna do when you multiply these together? Are you gonna do this weird thing? Well, let's multiply them together. Let's do that, okay? So fancy oscilloscopes these days can do math. So you don't need to do math. The oscilloscope can do the math for you, okay? And so I have a math channel set up here. Oops. And I'm going to do an operator times. You can have divide and all. You can have all these things. But I said I want to do a multiply, and I'm going to multiply channel 5 with channel 6. I'm going to multiply those 2 together. Okay, so that's my formula, right? I'm doing this. I'm telling it to take that one and multiply it by that one. Okay, that's what I'm doing. All right. So let's close this and let's multiply them together. And there we go. Boom! I did it. It took the 200 megahertz oscillator and it multiplied it by the 50 megahertz oscillator, and it gives you that. That looks like a lot like AM modulation, doesn't it? Yes, indeed, it does look a lot like AM modulation. And if we just take a single snapshot, we can see it's kind of got a wiggly, funny wigglies, but you know, if you had your analog oscilloscope, you know, you would see this, right? It's AM modulating. Is it really AM modulating? Is it really? It looks that way, but is it really? So let's go to this, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my carrier, which is this one here. This is my 200 megahertz. And this one here, which is my, let's see here, carrier. No, this is my carrier. And up here is my 50 megahertz. This is my 200 megahertz. This is my 50 megahertz. I'm going to multiply them together, and that's over there. And then this is the spectrum of that. It's the spectrum of the multiply, okay? And so we have something here, and we have something here, and we have just a tiny little bit of something in the middle, okay? What's in the middle? That's 200 megahertz. That's what we started out with. But remember, when we did this math formula, we should end up with 2 things, right? We had one thing, and we ended up with 2 things. We ended up with a cosine of 2 angles that are different from one another, and two angles that are added. So one's the difference, one's the add, okay? So let's think about this, okay? So this one's 200 minus 50. What's this one? This one's 200 plus 50. So we should see a cosine of that and a cosine of that. Well, cosines are the same thing as sines, just shifted over, okay? They're just the same thing. They're still wigglies. And so we should see something. We should see basically a wave at 150 megahertz and another wave at 250 megahertz. And do we? Well, that's what this spectrum analyzer does down here. And why did I just go funny here? Let's see if I can get a better picture. Oops. I go to the math one here. Okay, so we can shift it up. There we go. Shift it up, make it look nice. All right. So maybe it's hard to read, but this says 140 here, 160 here. There's our 150. Here's our 200. It's still kind of there because we don't have perfect sine waves. And so there's still a little bit left over. But here is our 250. So we started with the 200, and we started with some 50, which is off screen, right? 50 megahertz. And we multiply them together, and we get these two sidebands. We get a lower sideband, we get an upper sideband. AM modulation, or AM modulating, okay? Now I'm going to do something fun. Okay, right here. This is my, down there, if you can see it. This is my 50, it says 49.9. This is my local oscillator, and I'm going to change it. Look at that. It goes whiz, whiz, whiz. Here's 30, right? Here's 50. Let's go to 10. Okay, so here's 10 megahertz. It's getting closer, right? Yeah. And so it is AM modulating the signal by multiplying the two together. And if you think about it, that's what a mixer does. A mixer takes one sine wave and another sine wave and multiplies them together. That's what it's doing in hardware. It's actually doing a multiply. You're saying, well, how does it know how to multiply, right? Did it go to school? Well, it has something called a non-linear element in it, a non-linear device in it. Something that's not linear, like a resistor is linear, right? It has a diode, and diodes have that funny curve, right? That's a non-linear curve. That is a curved curve, right? It's non-linear. It's not a straight line. It's a curve. And anytime you do a curvy thing, that's a non-linear operation. And a non-linear operation is the same thing as sort of a multiply, okay? A little bit of a hand wave, but a little bit of a multiply. But it's doing exactly that, right? It is multiplying two things. So yeah, so there you go. Gives you a little bit of insight on mixers. I think I'm going to do a short little mixer series here. Of what does a mixer look like inside? What is it that's going on here? Why does it do this? But the thing today, the only thing that I want to get across from you is if you take two sine waves and you multiply them together, you get two sine waves. One is at a lower frequency and one is at a higher frequency. And this is the whole basis on mixer theory and all kinds of stuff that they'll teach you in double E school. But we get the difference and we get the add, and yeah, that's why it works.